there is some truth to the fact that the original individual who started the petition to get him recalled did have Republican leanings. But I do think it's disingenuous to say that it's only a Republican-backed recall, because individuals who signed the actual petition are of various political persuasions. They both are Republican and Democrat, but even independent, libertarian, Green Party. There's a lot of people who signed the petition. So irrespective of your opinion on that, and that is just the way that Gavin Newsom is framing this argument. And that is because it makes it much more clear for him to motivate his base of support on the Democratic side if he thinks this is only a partisan Republican power grab. And
well, that is, my God, that's 100%. Now he says at Kevin, right? So this guy, he is, Zach Beck, but at the very end of the title it says at Meet Kevin. Is he working at Meet Kevin? Is he showing at Meet Kevin? Is he tagging at Meet Kevin? I don't know what the... Seems like, hey, at Meet Kevin, you see, look at the video I just made. Ha-ha, I just made myself. So I feel like that's, he's biased. He's biased towards Kevin Paff Wrath. Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about the good and the bad and the ugly of Larry Elder. I feel like I'm winding up. I finally, kind of compiled all these platforms and compared and contrasted, and I feel like I got a good sense of what the hell is going on, who I like. And so today is Tuesday, right? So it's just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, and then Tuesday. So we're not going to get universal health care, right? So you have a bunch of right-wing capitalists, and it doesn't even seem like the voters even give a shit enough to say something about, vote for Dan Kapilovitz or, vote for their favorite candidate, or how they don't understand this or that, or Gavin Newsom is wonderful. Anything, right? Anything. If you're a Californian, why would you stay so quiet and silent? Especially if you're a YouTuber. I don't know. Today is Tuesday, so you only got, 5 business days, but it's 1 week. 1 week from now. And, Jimmy Dore's silence is a symphony. Jimmy Dore, where the fuck are you? Where the hell is a lot of you Californians? We're supposed to trust your Californian, your all's liberal, progressive, opinions. Look at me. I got an opinion about this and that. You just got Larry Elder, fucking just took your state. Tucker Carlson, his buddy is Jimmy Dore. Tucker Carlson's buddy is also Larry Elder. So is that weird bedfellows? Is that why Jimmy Dore, his silence is a symphony, so I guess he's trying to get Larry Elder in there, huh? California's got a 12% poverty rate. California has 160,000 homeless folks. So this Gavin Newsom is not doing a good job. He has not had a bold progressive agenda. You have street sleepers, too much crime, everything is expensive. California even has water problems. That's as basic as you could possibly get. 80% of California's water is used to irrigate the fields of farmers. So Hannity keeps on lying and saying that the reason why Gavin Newsom is going to lose is because of this, progressive agenda of Gavin Newsom. What fucking progressive agenda? Like I said, there's no war on poverty. There's 12% of the people are poor. That's more than 1 out of 10. And then there wasn't 200,000 brand new houses built. You got 200,000 homeless, 160,000 homeless, but they built 40,000, but you still got 160,000. They missed 80% of the people. Hey, we built enough homes for 20%. What about the 80%? California is a nation state of 40 million souls. It's the 5th largest economy in the world, and yet California can't figure out how to get themselves universal health care. California needs Medicare for all, medical coverage, vision, dental, hospital services, long-term care, prescription drugs, paid for by the profits of the P&G takeover, PG&E takeover with the payroll and individual income taxes and premiums. Get it fucking done. Do it the Otto von Bismarck way. He did it in 1883. How come Germany could figure this shit out 150 years ago, and we can't figure it out today? 5th biggest economy. How many poor nations have figured this shit out? So when it comes to, David Moore versus Larry Elder, there is no comparison. David Moore would get us universal health care. He believes in higher taxes on the rich. He's going to have a massive wealth redistribution. He opposes fascism. He opposes dictatorship. So David Moore is the Trotsky. He's the Trotsky. He looks at January 6th, and that's, fascism. And then also he believes in housing as a human right. He believes in modern micro-irrigation systems. He believes in the housing first approach. He sees that there's 5 vacant houses in California for every homeless person. He, wants more extended eviction moratorium until the pandemic is contained. He's against imperialist war. He's for the political independence of the working class. So not, secede California, but secede working class. He'll fight for socialism. David Moore believes that the gigantic corporations and the banks must be turned into public utilities and run on the basis of social need and not private profit. Imagine that. A bank that actually just gives a shit about their customers. They're not just trying to make a profit, but they actually give a shit about the... So David Moore's a Trotskyist who hates Stalinists. He believes in international socialism and a permanent revolution. He's a Lenin Marxist, a Bolshevik. And he's opposed to Hitlerism. Let's take a break. Let's watch some of David Moore. This is the Trotsky. Are you all ready? The Trotsky.
No mention of the pandemic. No mention of the complete insufficiency of Medi-Cal for all in relation to actually dealing with this immense healthcare catastrophe. No mention of widespread opposition to the Newsom administration. And by refusing to endorse, by refusing to call for a vote for a socialist candidate like myself in this election, by endorsing Gavin Newsom's call for a blank vote on the second question, they're essentially saying that all...
What? All are going to be buffering, buffer. So, okay, wish that would have gone on a little bit better. But it gives me a necessary break. There's a couple of good things I like about Larry Elder, okay? I like that Larry Elder is against the war on drugs. So is Gavin Newsom and Michael Loebs. I'm not sure about Kapilovitz or David Moore, but Larry Elder, he's opposed to the war on drugs. Larry Elder wants to keep the family together. He says fatherless families drive up crime rates in black communities. Probably true across the board, right? He's not in favor of gun control. He's opposed to crime and early release. Larry Elder is yes on school choice. He thinks that school vouchers are best. By giving money directly to the student and parent, that puts power into the pockets of the students and parents. Larry Elder is one of the few GOP who knows that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Larry Elder says that Joe Biden won the election fairly and squarely. So he's not totally insane. He didn't totally buy into Donald's bullshit. So Larry Elder wants to end the war on drugs. He wants to protect our rights and freedoms and school choice. He's in favor of family. Yeah, I think these are all progressive issues, in my opinion. Now, there's a lot of bad things, lots and lots of bad things. If you get Larry Elder to be the governor of your state, California, you're going to put into power a lot of his friends. Dennis Prager is going to be in charge of education. Prager University, Dennis Prager, Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, he's going to come in and, the Department of Energy or something. Dave Rubin. You got Dave Rubin and Hannity, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson. These are the people you'll be putting in power. You're not just putting Larry Elder, you're putting his entourage, and you're putting his party into power. So Larry Elder gets in there, and now you got Shapiro, Prager, Rubin, Hannity, Owens, and Tucker Carlson. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. He believes in a $0 minimum wage. He's pro-life. He's anti-choice. He's opposed to socialism. Larry Elder is a pure laissez-faire capitalist. Of the two economic systems in the world, Larry Elder, he picked the heartless economic system, capitalism. Now, Larry Elder, he's anti-critical race theory, anti-war on poverty. He also doesn't believe that a gender wage gap exists. He called the climate crisis a crock, but I've also heard him say that he is not a climate denier. He opposed universal health care. He opposes universal health care. He's pro-life, no to CRT, no to reparations. He backed Donald Trump's migrant family separation policy. Larry Elder mentored Stephen Miller. Larry Elder would love to see Stephen Miller become president. Larry Elder has repeatedly claimed that black people are more prone to crime and violence than brown and white people. He's against cashless. He's anti-cashless bail. He's anti-African American. Larry Elder is anti-George Soros, anti-socialism, against using the term African American. Larry Elder may hurt the 160,000 homeless folks in California. He may hurt black people. He may hurt immigrants. He may put black folks and immigrants and homeless folks in the concentration camps. Larry Elder is anti-George Soros, anti-war on poverty, CRT, pro-life, no to reparations, no to universal health care. He doesn't believe that a gender wage gap exists. He said dumb comments about women. He's called the climate crisis a crock, but he's also said he's not a climate denier, so who knows. He backed Trump's migrant family separation policy. He was okay with Breonna Taylor getting shot and killed. He mentored Stephen Miller. Him and Ben Shapiro, Dennis Prager, best friends. Dave Rubin, Handy, Candace Owens, they go golfing all the fucking time. Tucker Carlson, my God, Larry Elder and Tucker Carlson, their friendship is about as close as Tucker Carlson and Jimmy Dores. So he doesn't like critical race theory. He doesn't like the term African American. He doesn't like Black Lives Matter. He doesn't like universal health care. He does love separating migrant families at the border, making sure that the husband is separated from the wife and the children are separated from the parents. He mentored Stephen Miller, hopes that Stephen Miller becomes president, and he's against universal health care. And Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin is going to get some power. So we're going to see Dave Rubin's rise to power in California. Maybe Dave Rubin might be the next governor because we're going to have an election right around the corner in 1 year. And they weren't even ready for this election. Like you're going to be ready. You want to be ready for the next election in a year. So there you go. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly of Larry L. Deer. Let's listen to some more of this.
This is not what I'm telling you that is actually happening. It's just how Gavin Newsom is framing this argument. And on the flip side, you had people who've been arguing against Gavin Newsom, saying that he has been a terrible governor, and that's the reason why he should be recalled. Whereas some people would maybe say that he's been a great governor. He actually has a lot of support within the Democratic Party and the state writ large. So it's very interesting to see what is going on right here. And my approach on this is to make sure that you have as much information as possible to make as wise and well-informed decision as possible, and hopefully encourage